we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the 16th-ranked team in the land, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harper. Ripping through the defense. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Arkansas State's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved. Here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So North Texas offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beat. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Down 4 sets.
Gets to the quarterback.
5 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. At the 35, he's got room. The first down. Down to avoid contact.
This guy just gives you numbers. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Runs through a tackle. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Feeling some heat. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. It's complete to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The head coach has to be happy with that.
Trying to find his man on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Spears. Unloads it downfield. He's got it on the right. Oh, look out. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Got room at the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They're trying to get to it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get to at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around now, hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and management so much easier on the offense.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it at the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Motion from the offense. Now from inside the red zone. The throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that.
17. And your North Texas
At the 17. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to save. want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys kickstart this offense.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. North Texas in the hurry-up. Off-play action on 1st down. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Love the play by the defense. Good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. It's complete on the right side. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. North Texas will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
On the move, it's Harper. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense set on 1st down. They go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Slings it downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Might as well stick with him. Fakes his man out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to go up top. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Makes the catch and knocked down. The Red Wolves moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Spears. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about hitting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose deep. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Powers forward. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And here comes the field goal unit. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. It's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Spears. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pulls it in on the left. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Going up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
Wants to throw on second down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit pressure on the quarterback.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Touchdown, Arkansas State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half?
And the Red Wolves will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make...
Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Red Wolves. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
13.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it...
10. Touchdown, North Texas. And once he found open space, the band... Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football. Some firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he puts through the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harper. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs. They can move and run all over the place and give you so many options, is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense. Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those...
Just steamrolling his way through. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Dropping back, it's Spears. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
That pass not close as he got Will trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on down. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They move the tight end all over. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback in his progression.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line. They can go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. North Texas really has it going on offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled.
They put on the heat, and they blocked it. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Trying to beat him to the left. Just ran over it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just kind of give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
28, North Texas, 20.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking to throw on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. North Texas in the hurry up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the
into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Looking to throw, it's Spears. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pulls it in. Strikes the blow. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 1st down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very...
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to the big tight end. Lost, the defense is wide open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Trying to get to it. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding there.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Unloads quickly. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Spears. Touchdown, Arkansas State! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
North Texas, 20.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
4th down coming up.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He made the catch past the marker, but he was also past the sidelines. Incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of